basic architect. Yeah, we're somewhere in the Midwest. All right, so we're out at our, I don't know, farmhouse project, I guess, traditional house project here. But we talked a little bit about the windows on the inside. Well, we're working with the framers and the general contractor today. He put up just a real quick mock-ups. This isn't exactly how it's going to be, but it's enough to get some information to the client, for us to have some discussion points, and then for them to make decisions, and then we'll clean it up a little, right? So let's look at the two options here that we proposed to them. This one here is just a straight 3/4. We would probably do a straight 5/4. He just chose not to get that. But we would do a 5/4 and basically bring it out on the perpendicular format here. On all four sides, have a slight slope to the sill. Now, one thing to understand on the house here, while we're showing cement board here, part of it house is going to be cement board, but a large portion of it is going to be brick masonry. You can see we have our brick ledge. Can't speak this afternoon. We have our brick ledge down below. We have our zip R9 sheathing here. So that brick is going to come up. And this is made to basically bridge that 1-inch airspace that we're going to have behind the brick veneer and the face of our zip R sheathing here. So we just need this to come out just far enough to cover that connection, and then the water would drip down. It would hit our masonry sill here and then come out to the front of the wall and drip off. So this is more of our streamline. If you watch some of the other videos, you'd seen these are the macro windows. These are wood framed, aluminum clad on the outside. These are distributed by EAS. Got my good friend Patrick here. He's the owner of European Architectural Supply. Came out here to talk about the installation. And then over here, you can see a little bit of a hole. This is a little bit more of a challenge. But over here, we have the sill and we have a brick mold here. So if we wanted a little bit more of a traditional look here, then we put that brick mold on the outside, and we can either bring the siding up to it or we would bring the brick up to it. We would probably, if we did that, we would go to a little thicker sill they make for this, so we can solve for that. But again, trying to understand, we're trying to bring siding in at some places. In some places we're going to be bringing the brick masonry in, so we need to bridge that 1-inch air gap there. But beautiful windows here, Patrick. Triple glazed, European. The house here is in zone 5, and if only I had $1 for every time I heard you say how wonderful a climate it's going to be inside this house.
Absolutely. And it's always great to do these mock-ups. We always encourage builders and homeowners and architects to do mock-ups before they do the entire house, both to decide stylistically kind of what they're trying to do here, but also you can perfect your installation technique a little bit. You can work with the carpenters, get their feedback on it, and maybe there's a taping detail, or I know earlier today you were trying to figure out nailing substrate, how you're getting that done. And the mock-up enables you to really look down at those problems and figure them out before you do 100 windows,
And as much as homeowners say, okay, I understand it, sometimes they don't. And when they come out here and they see this, now they can say, I want that one or I want that one. And they've seen it, right? Because the last thing you want to do is assume they understand. And then, this house here, I think it has something like 68 or 70 windows. And you get halfway through installing something and the wife or the husband walks up and goes, oh, that's not what I thought it was going to look like.
And you like the brick mold.
And I was thinking more of something like that had more of a molding to it, like that. So having this conversation, yes, did it add an hour to the framer or the sider and the general contractor's time? Yes, but that hour potentially just saved about 40 hours of reworking. A bad idea, right? And getting the homeowners to then sign off and say, and honestly, I've been at projects where we do this and the homeowner says, I don't really like either one. I like that, but that's really not wide enough. Can we make that a little wider? And we start going to a 1x4 with an additive molding to the face of it. to build out that depth to receive the brick, but getting a wider molding. So,
Yeah.
you know, it's one of those things. I agree. Mock-ups
You don't
are.
want to find it out after you order the 3/4 material that now you no
Yeah,
longer need.
and you have a
right?
half a truckload of trim
Yeah.
sitting in the driveway here, and your guys are all set up, ready to go, and it's, oh, we don't want to do that, and now you have to change it. So, you know, one of the things you made comment on when we were out here, the zip stretch tape. You know, we talked about it inside in one of the earlier videos, but you can see how, you know, on this corner, you can pull it, stretch it, it conforms to the corner, and basically it adheres.
Yeah, I'm amazed by the you know the chemistry behind this material, and you know I'm kind of trying to find out what is the gotcha with this, but it's amazing. It sticks in the summer, sticks in the winter. You know, every time I stretch this out, I'm expecting this to pull back and you know peel off of the sheathing, and it's the adhesion quality is amazing, and the fact that you know all of these details right here, we know this is monolithic material. There's no seams there. It's waterproof.
It gives a nice little drain pan there.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, we recommend this to all of our installations, whichever window they use, whether wood, aluminum, or PVC. We always say at least the bottom of your roof opening should have stretch tape on it.
Yeah, no, I agree. So, well, there you go. We'll quit it on agreement.
All right.
I'm Steve Basic Architect. We got my good friend Patrick. We're both from the Boston area, but we're out here somewhere in the Midwest, and we're talking about window installs. Long live our buildings.